Obviously, great news. They still have one more day, but depending on what time they want to go out, may not be best to go to the pool
Yes,
tomorrow.
we still do have some storms possible, even parts of tomorrow. I don't think it'll be as stormy as tonight will be, though, Kayla. That's our main focus here of the forecast going forward through the rest of the weekend. Tonight, we mentioned earlier on, there's going to be the threat of heavy rainfall, flash flooding possible, too. We're also going to see the chance of a few more of those severe wind gusts that some folks, especially out in western and northwest Iowa, saw earlier this morning. So another chance of some stronger gusts late tonight across central and into eastern Iowa from those storms that'll fire up here. And of course, the heavy rain threat that focuses in pretty much the same areas from the same storms, because we've already got some waterlogged soil and we got a lot more rain possible here through the overnight hours. There's our flood watch again. So your green colored counties here in central Iowa, as far west as Dallas, Boone counties, Adair County. Then as you head far into southwestern Iowa too, you are also part of this flood watch. But the main focus zone is here going to be across east central parts of Iowa. You head up towards Newton and Grinnell, Montezuma, even over towards Sigourney and Oskaloosa, etc. Now, right now, not too much to worry about rainfall wise. The morning stuff that's pushed off to the east. We have a little bit of residual cloud cover and then some sunshine too. And looks like south of Harlan, just a couple little cells with some brief rainfall there as well. Our main area is still right along this boundary here. The morning storms fired along it when it was back a little bit farther north and west. It slowly continues to work southeast across the state, and more storms will fire around that frontal zone here into tonight. You see it kind of lines up perfectly with the Weather Prediction Center's moderate risk of excessive rainfall. That's the red color here across the eastern half of the state, including south central Iowa too. That zone in particular is where we would expect most of the heaviest rainfall. Now, this map here is just modeling, so it's going to give you a very specific amount of rainfall in a very specific spot, and then if you run the model again, it's going to shift it slightly in a different location. So I don't want you to pay attention closely to the exact county where the brightest, hottest color of most rainfall shows up, but you see, look at the numbers, there's potential for, I think, a lot of us to see 1 to 3 inches of rain, and then a few isolated spots. We don't know exactly where those are going to be until the storms form, unfortunately, but we could see a few areas get maybe 5 or 6 inches worth of rain late tonight. Let's show you how that could evolve here. Now, the next few hours, we're still mainly dry. It's not until probably after dark tonight that our next round of storms will start to fire up. A little ribbon of moisture about a mile up is going to flow up on some stronger winds from the south and west, help ignite these storms, especially as we head from about midnight onward. And you can see, leading edge of a few of these storm complexes where we could have a few of those stronger wind gusts. Those will spread across the state eastward into the wee hours of tomorrow morning. This is 4 a.m. And then once we head past sunrise, most of the heaviest rain is done now. Maybe a few lingering residual showers or a thunderstorm past 7, 8 o'clock. Mainly after that, if you're mid-morning, any rainfall still left is going to be in eastern and southeast Iowa. Then the bulk of tomorrow during the day will actually be dry. Might be a few leftover clouds, but not as much rainfall. Once we head towards tomorrow evening, then there's sort of a secondary boundary that keeps showing up in the data across north central and northwest Iowa. Maybe another couple of spotty storms there. And then the good news is the latest data we have shifts that boundary I showed you earlier way down into northern Missouri by tomorrow night. So a little bit less of a concern of the heaviest rainfall being over the same part of Iowa. Again, maybe we'll be able to push that down into Missouri instead, but there still is the chance of some rainfall in some spots late tomorrow night and into southeast Iowa on Monday. So a little bit less of a threat of heavy rain tomorrow night. Tonight, still very much so. Be on your guard for any sort of flash flood issues. Rest of next week then looks less active. We finally push our front out of here by Tuesday, and then the middle of the week, later next week, mainly dry and steadily heating up.